Progress continues on preparations to begin construction of the new Highway 43 bridge over the Mississippi River in Winona.
Work is finishing on river access points that are necessary for construction of bridge support piers. Project manager Terry Ward explains how those structures will be built.
What we do is basically we design what we call a cofferdam. It's a big square of steel sheeting, temporary steel sheeting, that's reinforced with some I-beam rings inside, with stringers inside. Actually, there's some of the I-beam rings for the Pier 11 cofferdam that have been delivered to the site already. So they fabricate a square, drive their sheeting, put those squares of the reinforcement down inside. The cofferdams are roughly 40 feet by 60 feet, so they're good size. They go down approximately 50 feet below the top elevation, so they're down quite deep. So what we do is we go out there, drive the square in the water off a barge, put in the rings, excavate out to what we call the bottom of our seal in the river. Then we drive our piling inside. We pour a concrete seal down below. It's a pretty thick concrete slab before we dewater, so the hydrostatic pressure doesn't blow that out. And after we pour that seal, then we dewater and take the water out of the cofferdam, and then we actually go down inside and start building our pier foundation and bring that up. It's really an elaborate, highly technical process. All those design features of all the forces and the river and the seal and everything, it's going to be an exciting part of the project. Another interesting feature from my perspective is we're winding down on our visual quality committee work. You know, that committee of dedicated and passionate people has really put a Winona mark on this project. So we're going to have at least one more meeting, likely out in September. Then we'll start moving forward more aggressively with the city staff and city council about a cost agreement and maintenance agreement. So we've been building the foundation with the visual quality committee and with city staff in terms of any local costs, any local maintenance requirements, and we'll start to kick that into a little bit of higher gear here in the next few months. So we're excited about that, and it's been a real good working relationship with the community, and we got some real good feedback from city staff on their desires of what basically the site on the other side under the bridges would look like from their perspective. So I'd encourage people to stay tuned for that. We'll try and get some more information out in terms of the site development and the visual quality and the aesthetics and amenities of the project.
Progress was also made last week in the area of property acquisition for the project. Agreement was reached between MnDOT and Windward Corporation, owners of the Americ Inn of Winona. That property was purchased for $3.35 million. Ward stated that eminent domain proceedings have begun against remaining property owners, but that private negotiations are continuing with those parties. For bridge construction to remain on schedule, the remaining properties must be in MnDOT's possession by January 2015.